All right, everyone, happy Wednesday or whatever day it is if you're working ahead or if you got behind and you're getting caught up. Today is going to look a little different. I do need you to read chapter 13. It is very short, so no stress whatsoever. Just get that read and then move on. Please don't just do your assignment and skip chapter 13 just because there's not a huge assignment attached to it. As always, click here for chapter 13 and click here for the audio. We have some nonfiction text structure task cards. So what we want to do with those is we're going to look, and most of the answers I think are the same. Like I think they're even the same order. Something that I didn't know on our last task cards that I want to say, all my fault, you guys are the smartest, kids always figure stuff out, is I was like, could you please highlight something over here so I know what your answer is? Guys, that's what this is. You click this, you exit or backspace, delete the question mark, and then you put A, B, C, or D. And it makes it so easy for me to grade over here. Isn't that so nice? Shout out to I think Lexi was one. The 3 or 4 people that came up with this last time, man, bless. I am so happy. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 options of answers. We will have a lot of these are the same passages if you have me for language arts enrichment that you already read. So whenever you're like, this seems familiar, same passage, and then they're going to ask a different question about it, okay? So text structure is how we set up nonfiction work. So any article has a specific structure. Even if you think it doesn't, it does. And so we have categorical. Is it set up by category? Question and answer. Does it pose a question at the beginning and then give the answer to that question? Cause and effect. I think of weather a lot with cause and effect because something happened and then something happened because it happened, right? So we had a hurricane, lots of buildings got ruined, right? Cause and effect. Next is problem and solution. So often confused with question and answer, but it's going to pose an issue and then it's going to solve it, right? Here's our issue. Here's what we can do about it. Sequence, I think of a lot of chronological order or numerical order. So it goes in a specific order on purpose because these things fit in this order. And then compare and contrast is something we've been working on for a couple days now, where it's going to talk about things that are similar and things that are different. So you have about 20 cards here. They're all this long. They're not anything crazy, okay? You're going to read this part, and then you're going to select the text structure that best fits the passage, right? So let's see here. One of the most common causes of amnesia are concussions. Concussions are traumatic brain injuries that impact the way your brain functions. Mild concussions typically do not cause long-lasting amnesia. This means that amnesia is not always a permanent condition. However, more severe concussions can lead to permanent amnesia. I love this because it gives the hint in the first sentence. So it's talking about cause and effect. It's saying, you get a concussion, what happens because of that? You can get amnesia. And so our answer would be C. We would come over here and we would put C. And then look how easy that is for me to grade, guys. That's so exciting. So you are going to do that after reading chapter 13. You have about 20 of them. So it looks long, but it's also stuff that if you're in one of my other classes you've already read, it's only a few sentences each, even though it looks like a whole card. And then you just turn that in. Now, I'm going to tell you how I grade this. You're allowed to miss a few and still make a 100% on this. But if you miss every single one because you didn't read at all, it is very difficult for me to back up how in the world I could pass you. Does that make sense? I can't give you an A on this if you technically got 0% correct. So am I looking for perfection? Not necessarily. Do I need you to actually do the work? Absolutely. So if you get stuck on any, you can always email me or message me through Gmail or Schoology. I'll always help, even if you're just like, hey, these last 2, I don't really get them. I'm trying to figure out. Or if you're like, hey, I heard you explain sequence. I tried Googling it. It made it way worse. And now I don't understand it at all. I am always happy to help. Let me know if you need anything. Stay safe, guys. Bye.